Is it possible to become fluent in English with just 10 minutes every day? Yes, it's possible, and no, this isn't clickbait. Now, in today's video, I'm going to tell you exactly how you can use certain strategies to become fluent in English with just 10, 20, 30 minutes every day. My name is Michael Anton. I'm an English communication coach, and it's my goal to help you become fluent in English. Now, when I talk about becoming fluent with just 10 or 20 minutes every day, I really mean every day. You have to do something every day. You have to practice every day. It's not enough to just practice one day a week and then wait till the next week. Even if you practice 7 hours on one day and then nothing for the next few days, this isn't going to help you. It's much better to practice less for less time every day than it is to practice just one day for more time. What I want you to do is to allocate specific time to English every day. That means scheduling maybe 10, 20, or 30 minutes in your calendar every day where you do nothing but live your life in English. Maybe that's reading English books, watching movies, maybe that's talking in English, but the important thing here is you're only speaking English. You're only studying English. You're not speaking your native language. Now, when you divide your day like that, you come up with a specific portion of time every day where you're only going to speak English. This has a couple of positive benefits. Now, first of all, you're getting into a routine. You're making it a habit to practice English every day. And it normally takes about 21 days for you to really establish that habit. But once you've established the habit of speaking English every day, it's really going to help you see a huge improvement in your English. Now, it's actually possible to sort of hack your brain to learn English. Now, if you think about how you probably learned English in school, you probably studied textbooks, you probably learned a lot of rules, a lot of grammar, and you might have studied for 5 or 10 years, but at the end of the day, you were still not fluent. Why? Well, this is not an effective method to learn. And it's not an effective method because it's not natural. I want you to imagine you're learning a language like a child. Think how a child learns their first language. They don't sit down and study grammar rules. They don't sit down and memorize tables of vocabulary or conjugations. No, they just listen to the world around them. They listen to their environment, and eventually they grow up in that environment and they're able to speak that language. They hear their parents talk. They hear cartoons. They hear TV. They hear music. They hear movies. And their whole world is in that language. So it's natural that they're going to be able to speak that language fluently. Now, you can actually do this as well. You can imitate this learning environment by surrounding yourself as much as possible with English. If you're in a non-native speaking country, obviously it's going to be a bit more difficult. But that's why I want you to spend 10, 20, or 30 minutes every day where you make your environment as English as possible. You surround yourself as much as possible with the English language, and you imitate what a child might experience when learning his or her first language. I know what you're probably thinking, especially if you're a bit older. Now, if you're a bit older and you're learning English, I know what you're probably thinking. Michael, is it even possible to learn a language when you're older? Am I too old to learn English? And the answer to that is no. It's a very clear no. Now, it's true that a child has certain advantages when learning. It's easier for a child to learn a language and to lose their accent or to grow up without an accent. It is just easier. But that does not mean it's impossible for somebody of any age to learn a language as well. And your brain never stops changing. even when you're older, you're still forming new pathways. You're still forming new connections in your brain. And it's 100% possible to become fluent at any age. Now, as I said before, I want you to allocate specific time to learning English every day. I even want you to write it in your schedule or your calendar. Maybe that's 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, but essentially it needs to be planned and it needs to be every day. If you use this strategy, it's going to have so many benefits. It's going to help build good habits, and it's really going to help give you an opportunity to think,